Okay, so this is the progression of my vegetable garden. As you can see, I now have a ton of grape tomatoes growing. I have a few Mr. Stripeys and a few of these guys. This tomato has yet to produce any, but have had a bit of a problem here with some type of fungus. And if somebody could tell me as to the type of fungus this is, I would be very grateful. And I noticed it first on this smaller tomato plant over here. On the bottom leaves especially, the leaves you could see they're dark green, would have clear white patches forming over the leaf. And at first it didn't seem to affect the leaf at all. But within 24 hours time, the leaf would be destroyed if not falling off. And it worked very quickly, which was alarming to me. So I continued to remove the leaves off of this plant, and I had not seen the reappearance of this fungus. So we've been having a lot of rain of recent, and I left the garden, not watering it as much as I usually do. But then we've come back to another little dry spell, and I came back to find the reappearance of this fungus in a very devastating form. Now, in the center over here, I had a very large and healthy pepper plant filling this area. And I would say in less than 48 hours, the white fungus that had formed on this tomato that I thought I had gotten rid of had completely decimated this plant. It looked like it was all over the stem, and wherever it was on the stem, all the leaves had fallen off. Pretty much the whole entire center of the stem was dead. There was still a flower on top, but the plant was shot. So I cut it back to see if it would sprout out. No, of course not. And on this plant as well, all of the bottom leaves that you could see snipped off had the white fungus had progressed and forced me to take off the rest of the bottom leaves in hopes to prevent the spread of it. But the tomatoes really haven't been the only things affected by this fungus. Just a few minutes ago, I pulled off a few leaves off of this eggplant, and it had that same exact marking, the same white fungus. And so here's an example. You might not be able to see it on the camera as well, but this is what it starts to do. You can see these areas of dead, how it's working like that. Now it starts off as like a kind of a white patch, not to seemingly not affecting the leaves at all, and will tend to work through and kill the leaf, and in some cases very, very quick fashion. So this is a problem. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I don't know what type of fungus it is. I don't know what causes it. Here's some cucumber leaves that have the fresh fungus on it. You could see those little white patches. See, it seems to have not affected the leaf, but within 24 hours this leaf will be dead. Well, if I hadn't picked it. So it's very concerning to me that these cucumbers will be killed just as quickly as the pepper plants, and as well as the eggplant, which is now finally flowering. So if any of you could tell me what type of fungus this is and what I could do to stop it from spreading, I would love some response on that. Thank you.